In the far north of India, a land of stark beauty and breathtaking extremes awaits. This is Ladakh, the land of high passes, a high-altitude desert nestled between the Karakoram and Himalayan ranges. For centuries, Ladakh was an isolated kingdom, a crossroads of empires and ideas. Its history is etched into the very stones of its forts and palaces. The geography of Ladakh is a story in itself. From the moonland of Lamayuru to the ethereal blues of Pangong Tso, every valley offers a new world to discover. Here, the Indus River is the lifeblood, sustaining villages and cultivation in an otherwise arid land. The air is thin, the sun is intense, and life moves to a rhythm dictated by the seasons. But Ladakh is not just a land of mountains, it is a land of people. The Ladakhis, with their warm smiles and resilient spirit, have adapted to this harsh environment. Buddhism is the heart of Ladakh. Its monasteries are the spiritual and cultural centers of every village, repositories of ancient knowledge, art and tradition.
In the heart of Ladakh, a hidden jewel lies tucked away in a remote gorge. It is not just a building of stone and mortar, but a living testament to 1,000 years of faith. This is Hemis Monastery, the largest and most revered monastic institution in the region. Founded in the 11th century and later re-established in 1672 by the Ladakhi king Senghar Namgyal, Hemis is a center of the Drukpa lineage of Tibetan Buddhism. Its secluded location, a strategic choice to protect it from invasions, has allowed it to become a repository of some of the most sacred art and ancient relics in the Himalayas. The architecture of Hemis is a blend of Tibetan and Ladakhi styles, a fortress of faith built into the rugged terrain. Inside, the main assembly hall, or dukhang, is a feast for the senses. It is adorned with vibrant murals depicting scenes from the life of the Buddha and fierce tantric deities. A colossal statue of Guru Padmasambhava, the founder of Tantric Buddhism in Tibet, stands as the monastery's spiritual heart. Hemis is not just a place of worship, it is a museum of living history. Its treasury houses a vast collection of artifacts, from centuries-old thankas and precious gold and silver stupas to ancient manuscripts and ceremonial weapons. Each item tells a story, a chapter in the history of a tradition that has survived against all odds. But the true spirit of Hemis is unleashed during its most famous event, the Hemis Festival, or Hemis Tsechu. Held in honor of Guru Padmasambhava, this two-day festival is a spectacle of color, sound and devotion. Thousands of pilgrims and tourists gather to witness the chants, the sacred masked dances performed by the monks. Each mask and every movement in the charms has a deep spiritual meaning. The monks become living vessels for deities and mythological figures, acting out stories of the triumph of good over evil. The menacing skeletal masks of the Siddhipati symbolize the impermanence of life, reminding us that enlightenment can only be found by transcending worldly attachments. The festival's greatest highlight, however, occurs once every 12 years, the year of the monkey, as per the Tibetan calendar, when a magnificent thanka, the largest in Ladakh, is unfurled for public viewing. This massive painting of Guru Padmasambhava is a rare and sacred sight, drawing pilgrims from all over the world. Hemis Monastery stands as a beacon of faith in a land of stark beauty. It is a sanctuary for the soul, a library of ancient wisdom and a living stage for a culture that has endured for centuries. From its silent halls to its vibrant courtyard, Hemis reminds us that even in the most remote corners of the world, a deep and enduring spiritual heart continues to beat.
High above the Indus Valley, a fortress of faith rises from the earth, mimicking the contours of the hill it sits upon. This is Thixi Monastery, a masterpiece of architecture that seems to ascend toward the heavens. To many, it is known as Mini Patala, a nod to its spiritual and architectural twin in Lhasa, Tibet.
The monastery is not just a building, it is a journey. Each level, each tier represents a step on the path to enlightenment, from the world below to the sacred halls above.
Founded in the 15th century by Paldan Sherab, a disciple of the Gelugpa Yellow Hat sect, Thixi is a living institution. It houses over 100 monks and serves as a vital center for Buddhist learning and spiritual practice. Life here begins long before the sun, as the first light breaks over the mountains, revealing a timeless morning ritual. The morning prayers at Thixi are an experience that transcends language. As visitors silently take their place, the hall fills with the rhythmic chanting of ancient scriptures, accompanied by the sonorous blow of horns and the strike of cymbals. It is a moment of profound peace, a meditation that can be felt in the very air. But the heart and soul of Thixi is its most famous treasure, the magnificent Maitreya Temple. Here, a 49-foot-tall statue of Maitreya Buddha, the future Buddha, stands as the tallest of its kind in Ladakh. Built in the 1970s to commemorate a visit from the 14th Dalai Lama, this colossal statue is a symbol of compassion and hope for the future. Thixi is a complex of wonders, each with its own significance. The Tara Temple, dedicated to the revered goddess of compassion, is a place of gentle beauty. At the very top, the Lamokang Temple houses a priceless library of sacred Buddhist texts, keeping the written word of the Dharma safe for future generations. From the monastery's rooftop, a breathtaking panorama unfolds, a living map of the Indus Valley and the other spiritual sanctuaries that dot the landscape. In a land of rugged beauty, Thixi Monastery stands as a beacon of elegance and devotion. It is a place where ancient traditions are not just preserved, but lived every day. From the sacred chants of its morning prayers to the silent majesty of its Maitreya Buddha, Thixi is a reminder that in the Himalayas, a deeper journey awaits, one that ascends not just mountains, but the very soul.
In a land of giants where the Himalayas stand sentinel over a high-altitude desert, a landscape unlike any other has earned a name that sparks the imagination. This is Ladakh's Moonland, and at its heart lies a spiritual sanctuary that seems to have risen directly from this surreal terrain, Lama Yuru Monastery. Lama Yuru, or Yuru Gompa, is one of the oldest and largest monasteries in Ladakh. Its history is steeped in legend. According to local lore, this valley was once a great lake. It is said that the Indian Buddhist scholar and master, Naropa, caused the lake to dry up by making a crack in the hills with his staff. He then founded the first temple on the spot where he found a dead lion, giving the temple its name, Singyi Gang, or Lion Mound. This founding legend, however, is supported by historical accounts. It is believed that the monastery was originally established by the great translator Rinchen Zangpo in the 11th century. Over time, it grew to become a prominent center for the Drikung Kagyu school of Buddhism, which still maintains its presence here. The monastery once housed up to 400 monks, though today a smaller community continues to live and practice within its walls. Lama Yuru is renowned for its unique architecture and its priceless collection of murals and thangkas. The old main assembly hall, the Dukang, houses a small cave where Naropa is said to have meditated, and the walls are adorned with beautiful ancient paintings that tell stories of Buddhist deities and masters. The art here, though less vibrant than at Alchi, holds a profound sense of history and quiet spirituality. Twice a year, Lama Yuru awakens with the sounds of the sacred masked dance festival, the Yuru Kabgyat. This two-day event, held in the 2nd and 5th months of the Tibetan calendar, draws monks and devotees from all over the region. The elaborate chants dances are performed to ward off evil spirits and to protect the community, reinforcing a spiritual link that binds the people of Ladakh together. Lamayuru stands as a testament to the endurance of faith in a seemingly barren land. It is a place where legends and history intertwine, where the spiritual journey is as winding and unpredictable as the landscape itself. In its silent halls and its mystical surroundings, Lamayuru offers a glimpse into a time-worn world that continues to inspire reverence and awe.
In a land of towering fortresses and dramatic landscapes, some of the greatest treasures are found not on a mountain peak, but tucked away in the quiet shelter of a valley. This is Alchi, a tranquil village on the banks of the Indus. Here lies Alchi Choskor, a sacred monastery complex that holds a secret unlike any other in Ladakh.
Alchi is not a monastery in the traditional sense. It's a chorti, a religious complex. The monks who maintained it were probably from Likir Monastery, but the art itself, the art is a fusion. It's Indo-Tibetan, a direct link to the Buddhist art of Kashmir.
Unlike other monasteries in Ladakh, Alchi was not built on a hilltop. It was founded in the 11th century by the great translator Rinchen Zangpo. Its art is a testament to this era, a time when Kashmiri Buddhist artists, renowned for their skill, were invited to Ladakh to create a masterpiece. The murals here are remarkably well preserved and are considered some of the finest examples of Indo-Himalayan art. The highlight of Alchi is the 3-story Sumseg Lakhang. Its walls are a breathtaking canvas of murals. Here, deities are depicted with a rare beauty and grace, their robes painted with meticulous detail. The folds of their garments are not just patterns but miniature paintings in themselves, showing everything from royal court scenes to animals and floral motifs. It's as if the artists were painting the whole world on a single figure. Beyond the Sumseg, the complex holds other treasures. The Lakhang Soma, or New Temple, contains more exquisite murals, and the Lotsawa Lakhang, dedicated to the translator Rinchen Zangpo, is a testament to his spiritual legacy. The art here is a visual narrative, a spiritual guide for the pilgrim, and a historical record for the scholar. Today, Alchi is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and a center of pilgrimage. It is a place of profound quiet, where the centuries melt away and the beauty of ancient art feels as fresh as the day it was created. It is a reminder that in the arid landscapes of Ladakh, a vibrant artistic tradition was born, a tradition that continues to inspire. Alchi is not just a destination for the faithful, it is a sanctuary for art lovers and a window into a golden age of Himalayan culture. It stands as a timeless gallery, preserving a delicate and beautiful legacy for all who are fortunate enough to find it.
In the northern reaches of Ladakh, a land of high-altitude deserts and verdant oases, lies the legendary Nubra Valley. Guarding its gateway, perched high on a hill, is a place of profound significance. This is Diskit Monastery, a beacon of faith and a guardian of the valley. Founded in the 14th century by Chungsem Sherab Zangpo, a disciple of the Gelugpa Yellow Hat sect, Diskit is the oldest and largest monastery in the Nubra Valley. Its strategic location, overlooking the Shiok River, has given it a long history as a spiritual and cultural center. But its most striking feature is a relatively modern addition that has captured the hearts of pilgrims and travelers alike. Completed in 2010 and inaugurated by His Holiness the Dalai Lama, the 106-foot-tall statue of Maitreya Buddha stands as a symbol of hope and peace. Facing Pakistan and the ancient Silk Road, the statue was built with a specific purpose: to promote world peace and protect the people of Diskit and the entire Nubra Valley. It is a powerful reminder that even in a region with a history of conflict, the message of compassion can rise to dominate the landscape. The monastery itself is a treasure trove of art and history. The main prayer hall, or Dukang, is adorned with intricate frescoes and paintings that depict scenes from Buddhist mythology. The monastery also houses a storehouse with a valuable collection of ancient Mongolian and Tibetan religious texts. In the harsh winter months, when the high passes are closed, Diskit Monastery hosts the annual Dazmochi Festival. The festival features the traditional chams masked dances, performed to chase away evil spirits and bring prosperity for the coming year. The monastery also plays a vital role in the community, running a school that provides an education in English and science to children from the region, blending modern knowledge with ancient wisdom. Diskit Monastery is a place of duality. It is ancient yet modern, a guardian yet a sanctuary of peace. It stands as a testament to the enduring power of faith, a spiritual oasis in a high-altitude desert, and a constant reminder that in the grand tapestry of Ladakh, compassion and hope are the most powerful forces of all.
In the heart of the Sham Valley, a region in Lower Ladakh known for its beautiful villages and fertile fields, two monasteries tell a story of ancient history and enduring faith. This is a story of a royal palace and the monastery that once served it, found in the village of Temesgam. Temesgam holds a special place in Ladakh's history as a former capital of the Namgyal dynasty during the 15th century. It was here, in 1684, that the Treaty of Temesgam was signed, ending the Tibet-Ladakh-Mughal War, setting the border between Tibet and Ladakh. The Tingmosgang Palace, now a well-preserved ruin, stands as a testament to its royal past. The Temesgam Monastery, built on the same hill, once served as the spiritual center for the royal family. It is home to several temples and a beautiful statue of the compassionate Buddha, Avalokiteshvara. The village is also a spiritual hub, with a vibrant nunnery and several small chapels. The Temesgam Monastery and Palace are a fascinating duo, showcasing how the political power of the kings and the spiritual power of the monks were deeply intertwined in shaping Ladakh's destiny. In the rugged landscapes of Ladakh, some monasteries stand out not for their grand size or royal history, but for their profound spiritual discipline. In a secluded valley, a unique pair of institutions, Rizong Monastery and its associated nunnery, Chulichan, embodies a different path to enlightenment. Known locally as the Paradise of Meditation, Rizong Monastery is nestled in a secluded valley far from the main road. It was founded in the 19th century and belongs to the Gelugpa sect. Unlike the more bustling monasteries, Rizong is famous for its extremely strict rules. This strict discipline is designed to minimize distractions and create an ideal environment for pure meditation and spiritual practice. Have you ever dreamed of standing on the edge of the world where ancient spirituality meets jaw-dropping landscapes? That's exactly what it feels like in Zanskar, Ladakh, home to two of the most remarkable monasteries I've ever set foot in, Karsha and Stongde. Let's start with Karsha Monastery. Imagine a cluster of whitewashed buildings spilling down a rugged hillside perched above the shimmering Doda River. This is the heart of Zanskar, its largest monastery, home to over 100 monks, all following the Gelugpa or Yellow Hat tradition. The legends here are as thick as the mountain air. They say Padmasambhava himself founded Karsha, and inside the ancient Avalokiteshvara temple, the walls are alive with paintings believed to be over 1,000 years old. But Karsha isn't just about quiet meditation. Every year it explodes with color and energy during the Gustor festival. Sacred mask dances, hypnotic chants, and a coming together of everyone from across the valley. It's pure magic. Now, just a short winding drive away, you'll find Stongde Monastery. It's a little smaller, but every bit as breathtaking. Founded in the 11th century by a disciple of the legendary yogi Naropa, Stongde sits high above its village, with panoramic views that stretch for miles. The peace here is almost tangible. 7 temples, each with their own stories, and a main assembly hall decorated with vibrant centuries-old artwork. Just like Karsha, the monks here celebrate the Gustor festival, another unforgettable burst of faith and culture in the high Himalayas. Karsha and Stongde, together they're the twin spiritual pillars of Zanskar, one grand and bustling, the other serene and dignified, but both are living testaments to the enduring power of Buddhism in one of the most remote places on earth. If you ever get the chance, come here, stand in these halls, breathe the mountain air, and let the spirit of Zanskar move you. On the road to Ladakh's eastern Changthang region, 2 monasteries stand as a study in contrast, each telling a different story of Buddhist devotion. Perched on a hill near the road to Pangong TSO, Chemre Monastery is an imposing sight. Founded in the 17th century, this monastery belongs to the Drukpa Kagyu sect. The most striking feature is the towering statue of Padmasambhava, or Guru Rinpoche, revered as the founder of Tibetan Buddhism. Inside, the main assembly hall is a vibrant space filled with beautiful murals and sacred texts. Just a short drive from Khemri is Takthok Monastery, whose name means rock roof. It is the only monastery in Ladakh built around a sacred cave where Padmasambhava himself meditated. The monastery has a raw, powerful feel, with its main temple built directly into the cave wall. Its interiors focus on the spiritual power of the sacred rock itself. Together, these monasteries offer a complete picture of Ladakhi Buddhism. Khemre symbolizes the majesty of faith, while Takthok reminds us that the most sacred places are often found in quiet, hidden sanctuaries that have stood the test of time. On a journey west from Leh, two fortress-like monasteries stand as sentinels guarding the Indus Valley. Spituk Monastery offers a commanding view of the surrounding landscape. Founded in the 11th century, it is a key monastery of the Gelugpa sect. Its name, Spituk, means exemplary, reflecting its role as a model institution. The monastery is home to a magnificent Kali temple. Each year, the monastery hosts the Spituk Gustor festival, where monks perform sacred masked dances to ward off evil and ensure prosperity. Phyang Monastery stands on its own fortified hill, living up to its name, the auspicious fortress. This monastery belongs to the Drikung Kagyu sect. Phyang is known for its fascinating museum of ancient weaponry, serving as a physical reminder of the monastery's dual role as spiritual and military bastion. Phyang also holds its own annual festival, the Phyang Serap, which features masked dances to protect the community from negative forces. Together, they stand as enduring symbols of a land where spiritual devotion is not fragile, but a fortress strong enough to withstand time and challenges. On the journey west from Leh, two sacred sites stand as silent sentinels, each telling a different but essential story of Ladakh. One is a fortress of living faith, the other, a glorious ruin of a powerful kingdom. Together, they reveal the dual soul of this land, a heart of unwavering devotion and a mind of enduring history. Our journey begins at Likir Monastery, whose name translates to the Nagas encircled. Legend says the monastery is protected by the spirits of two great serpents, or Nagas. It's a fitting name for a place that feels like a spiritual bastion. Founded in the 11th century, Likir is today a prominent center of the Gelugpa sect. While the monastery's history is ancient, its most striking feature is a more recent addition. A magnificent 75-foot-tall statue of Maitreya Buddha, the future Buddha, gleams in the sun. This colossal figure stands as a powerful symbol of hope and future enlightenment, its compassionate gaze extending over the entire valley. Inside, the monastery is a treasure trove of religious texts, paintings, and thankas, a vibrant school for young monks, and a living testament to centuries of learning. A short drive from Likir, the landscape dramatically changes. Here in the ancient capital of Basgo, the story shifts from spiritual devotion to royal power. Once a thriving political center, Basgo was the seat of the lower Ladakhi kings. Its dramatic ruins, including a fortress and watchtowers, speak of a time of battles and conquests. Despite its ruined state, Basgo remains a site of immense spiritual significance. The Serzang Temple is its most treasured possession, housing a colossal 2-story tall statue of Maitreya Buddha. This statue, along with another within the complex, is a masterpiece of gilded copper, a spiritual beacon preserved against the ravages of time. The temples also contain some of Ladakh's oldest and most unique 16th century murals, with intricate details that have survived for centuries. Basgo is a place where the grandeur of a kingdom and the quiet majesty of its faith stand side by side, forever linked in time. Likir and Basgo may seem like two different worlds, one a vibrant center of faith, the other a silent witness to history. But together, they tell the full story of Ladakh, a place where the spiritual and the historical are one, bound together by the enduring spirit of its people.
In the heart of Ladakh's royal history, two places stand as bookends to a dynasty's story. This is She and Stok, the twin hearts of the Namgyal dynasty. She Monastery, the former summer capital of the Namgyal kings. Built in the 17th century, this royal retreat holds a colossal 39-foot Buddha statue, testament to the kingdom's immense wealth. Crafted from gilded copper, a symbol of royal devotion and artistic mastery. After the Dogra invasion, the royal family made Stok Palace their new home. Today it remains the official residence of the Namgyal family, a living palace linking past to present. The Palace Museum displays precious royal artifacts, including the Queen's priceless Perak headdress, reminding us that this cultural legacy lives on. Shay and stock are two sides of the same coin. Shay reminds us of a kingdom's glorious past, while stock showcases its enduring spirit. Together, they tell a powerful story. In Ladakh, the royal legacy is not just history, but a living tradition.
Our journey through the monasteries of Ladakh has come to an end, but the story they tell is timeless. From the imposing heights of Thixi and Hemis to the sacred silence of the Takthok cave, we have witnessed a faith that is as vast and varied as the landscape itself. We have seen how these sanctuaries are more than just places of worship. They are living testaments to history. They are the royal seats of Shay and Stok, the fortress of Phiang with its ancient weapons, and the spiritual heart of the remote Zanskar Valley. In the stunning murals of Alchi and the disciplined halls of Rizong, we've seen a culture that finds beauty in both grand art and simple austerity. The monasteries of Ladakh teach us that the most enduring things are not built with stone alone, but with prayer, with history, and with the unwavering devotion of a people. As the sun sets over these ancient hills, their chants continue to echo through the valleys. They remind us that here in this high-altitude desert, the spiritual heart of the Himalayas beats strong, a source of peace and wisdom that will inspire for generations to come.